Welcome. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Throwing first play is Lance. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
And that was yards that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they're looking 3rd down as a manageable situation. Better they have a much better chance of picking up.
3rd play here. It's opening drive as early against a 3rd and 5. Lance now to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Now, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the bootleg, Clifton. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The Seahawks sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
On 1st and 10, Clifton. He's got his big tight end, Fan. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention. So
from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. He completes this to Walker, and he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back back to throw. Clifton. Hard throw, incomplete. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
And Lance will try again on second down. And he comes back with this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. That's caught over the middle by Fant. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Looking to throw on second down. Clifton. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. .39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Lance. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He searches 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Working from the gun. Lance. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Lance now on 1st down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run with Sanders. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And the Niners are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Once again with Sanders. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Lance now on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The 49ers are going to turn over the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. And his kick is right there. It's good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Clifton. And Walker has it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, Clifton. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. From just shy of midfield, Lance. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're of football, don't drop it.
We'll drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing his Lance on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. There's Elijah Moore as he and the offense come out for another drive. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that time, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. On first down, Clifton steps away to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Clifton complete on the quick throw to Moore.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Clifton. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. Nonchalantly to throw the safety valve, but it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Seattle. This is taken at the 18. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Here's Lance. They'll roll him out right. Oh, look at the juke. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down. Doesn't find anyone open. Tucks it away. Takes off and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Lance going to throw. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
On to punt, Jamie Gillen. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Back to the air on 2nd down. Clifton got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Off the play fake. Clifton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll look to throw again. And Walker with it over the middle. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Back to throw again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit.
This will be just a 21-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will tie us at 24.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Throwing on first down is Lance. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back through.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They've not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lance.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, it's Lance.
And that will be incomplete. Jamie Gillen now on the punt. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
Throwing to start the drive.
Clifton targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Completes it to Fant on the right side. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Back to throw. Clifton. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts. As you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
That pass complete to Moore.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Clifton. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Running right, here's Walker. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. From the gun on 3rd down. Clifton, quick slant, caught by Moore. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Clifton. That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Right now, boys.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
On the sideline, difference in the feeling between 3 and 6 is an astronomical.
It can be a time test for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Now Lance.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Open man is Samuel, complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 40.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Lance now to throw.
Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
To throw, it's Lance.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute on it.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
Rashawn Gary. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Throwing to start the drive. Clifton.
Throw out wide to Walker.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
And he was plus 5 seconds there with a football. Is there a time that a quarterback has to get rid of it?
somewhere generally around 3 seconds. So just like we're playing in our turkey bowl, right, in our backyards, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, that ball better be gone, because anything past that, that's usually the end result.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end fan. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300, that means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because we see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Walker. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Clifton. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Sanders shaking and baking. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Lance looking to throw it. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Sanders up the middle.
65 yards on the ground for him so far.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here's Lance.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you have extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
And his kick is indeed good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Seahawks take back over their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago. So they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down, Clifton. This is the tight end Fant. From the gun on 3rd down, Clifton. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup on the first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's caught over the middle by Fant.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Going right back to Fant. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Back to throw again.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. The Niners set to take over on offense. And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays, because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A give running left, it's Sanders. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Lance throwing out wide for Samuel. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Lance going to throw.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit, and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one. It may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Walker.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Up the middle they go. Parrish.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other, and they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for the Seahawks, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.